let's start today's show by telling you, looking first at the commodity space. Like I said, from the commodities market today, let's start with this commodity space today, and we start with gold and gold prices. Yes, that is where we would start our conversation for today. Oh gosh. All right, gold, silver, copper, and platinum. For today, we're starting with the price of gold. It is 2,938.9. That's per ounce for today's price. Silver is $32.20 per ounce. And of course, we'll start with gold. That is a great place to start investing. The precious metal called gold is physical, tangible property that retains actual value in the midst of economic turmoil. Gold is universally valuable and maintains a long-term price potential. The main reason for gold price changes is supply and demand. As mines are opened or expanded, as of traders shift to other investments, the supply of gold can go up, lowering the price of gold. Silver is also down 0.91%. That's the figure for today, and it's 32.20. That's $2.20. Therefore, like I said, gold has crossed the historic mark of 2,900. That's for today's figure, reaching an all-time high. While silver remains frustratingly undervalued and lagging far behind. But despite its rising demand, dwindling supply, and crucial role in technology and renewable energy, silver has failed to reflect its true value. Silver, often referred to as the poor man's gold, has long been a sought-after precious metal for investors, industries, and government alike. Yet, its price remains artificially suppressed, sparking controversies, investigations, and regulatory scrutiny. Copper is $464.10. The change for today is minus 6.60, and for the percentage down is 1.40%. Copper futures remains above $4.67 per pound as at Tuesday, staying near multi-month high as investors largely shrugged off the latest tariff measures from the U.S. President Donald Trump, signing an order imposing 25% tariff on steel and aluminum imports without exemptions or exceptions, raising concerns about a deepening global trade war. Well, let's take you to look at what's happening with platinum. Platinum is $984.74 also per ton, and it's minus 7.79, 0.67% down. Platinum is traded across the clock, just like both silver and gold are traded. It is significantly rarer than gold, which is the primary reason why it typically tends to fetch a greater price than gold during normal periods of economic, political stability. Now, let's go to the other commodities that we have here today. We have corn, we have wheat, we have cocoa, we have cotton. The price in dollar, $504 for corn. For wheat, we have $580.50 for wheat. For cocoa is $9,878 per ton of it, and for cotton is 68.19. And of course, they are both with sales mix. For corn, it's down 0.10%, and wheat 0.17% down, and cocoa is 2.32% down. Wheat is up 0.17%, and cotton is up 0.72%. To the global markets now, where gold shot to a record high, the dollar was firm, and the stocks were subdued today. Investors braced up now for further shifts in U.S. trade policies and waited to hear from the Federal Reserve's chair, Jerome Powell, on tariffs and inflation. European equities remain flat as FTSE futures, you see it, is down 0.2%. That's FTSE futures following Trump's decision to raise tariffs on steel and aluminum imports to 25% and promised to announce global reciprocal tariffs within days. Chinese duties on U.S. energy and some goods came into effect. Now, Hang Seng is also notched 4-month peak as investors waggered on an eventual deal. The Hang Seng was last about 0.4% lower, but it has rallied more than 12% in a month on investors' enthusiasm for artificial intelligence and chip stocks. Mainland Chinese stocks dipped slightly. Shares of the rest of the sector fell heavily. And to the energy space, where crude oil prices extended gains today amidst concern over Russian and Iranian oil supply and sanction threats, despite worries that escalating trade tariff could dampen global economic growth. Now, U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude is selling for $73.12 per barrel. It has an upward price review of 1.11%. Brent crude futures is also up 1.17%. WTI is 1.11%, I beg your pardon, and for Brent crude, it's 1.17%, selling at $76.76 per barrel. Bonny Light, on the other hand, is down. It's down by 2.84%, and that's what we see. That's the margin for Bonny Light for today. And for the OPEC basket, crude dealers are offering $76.45 per barrel. That also has a decline of 0.93%. So it's a mixed bag with regards to the oil price and what we have for today. Well, that's it on this segment of the show. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you up to speed with some top news that are happening around the world of business, and we get to talk about some of these very topical issues as always.